Both players will be readying up in a matter of seconds. What do you expect from this? We just saw two players who were doing well in this game. Now we see two players who were struggling during this game.
Yes, I expect something very different. I'm probably a lot of lead changes, but it's going to be a lot of damage, a lot of deaths, things like that. I don't even know if they're going to take, specifically, um, doing the slot machines and things like that might actually be beneficial to these players just because their times. I mean, I don't even know what their best recorded times are. But from this match, I would. I mean, it's the running joke. I would expect Josh ED to be the loser, just because. I mean, that's who he is, right?
Why don't I give you a couple sample questions, and you can give me a quick yes, no, or a little bit of elaboration, and we'll keep them short and sweet. How about that?
That sounds fine.
Will either player play a slot machine?
Yes.
Which one would it be? Choke,
Josh ED.
Joshy, or both?
Probably just Josh. I don't think Choke will do it because Choke's okay.
Minigame.
Neither.
Okay. Die on a boss.
Both?
Not the end boss, just any boss before. Both? Okay.
Yeah, I'd say both.
Well, first slot machine comes and goes. Neither player takes it.
No, not early on.
If you had your choice of taking your favorite album for free on either cassette or vinyl, which one would it be?
It would be vinyl.
Do you have a working record player?
I do.
Does Choke Me I Like It detach his 4 cans before he plays this game?
No, I think he was just talking about his fingers.
Oh, is that what he was talking about?
Yeah, he was basically saying, we got fingers, man. Like God gave us fingers.
God gave me fingers. That makes me better than you. I don't understand how that works because we all have fingers.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I mean. Unless you don't, but I think that's what he was saying. He was like, "Why would you use a fork? You have fingers." He was basically agreeing with you, Larry.
Which person would you sit down with in a restaurant of their choice?
I have to choose one.
You have to choose one, yeah.
Probably Josh, because he lives in San Francisco, and I bet they have nicer restaurants than where Choke lives.
Choke lives in the barrio, I heard. Compton. I don't know what
It's
that is.
I don't remember where it is. It's like a landlocked city in California, but San Francisco probably has like really good seafood. So I've never been, but I like seafood, so I would go for that.
If you had to blow off one player to go hang out with their brother, which one would it be?
Definitely Josh ED. I'm a huge fan of Kyle. I mean I like Amel Cab. He's cool. But I mean sometimes people stop playing Diablo with you, and I don't take it personally or anything, but I'm on Team Kyle.
See the microwave boss here for Choke. Let's see if he bites it. He's got 2 hearts left. And no, he had a really good fight there. It's almost like he's playing a recording of somebody else playing this game.
Yeah, it's about perfect. I mean, the microwave boss is very easy. There's not really much you can do, but he killed it about as perfect as you can.
Joshy goes top shelf there on that bar and takes a apple core right to the chin.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know why you'd be going upstairs there, but this is the ultimate losers match, so you can't really try to guess why people are doing certain things. Can you?
I mean, we can try to guess, and I'll pose it in the form of a question. Do you think either of these players ever watched a video or someone else play this game?
Josh probably not, because according to Discord, it wasn't until like the day of this match that he learned that you're supposed to attack the balloon on Odove.
Would you give advice to players in this tournament to watch other world records, to watch other races, and just see what people are doing? More than just spending time practicing blind?
Yes, definitely. I mean, if you want to play well, that information and that knowledge is out there. You might as well benefit from it. There's no reason to try to figure it out for yourself and do it that way when you can watch and be like, oh, he does it that way. How about that? You learned a lot more doing it that way.
I think a lot of people took notice in the toaster skip because they watched other people's races and little things here and there like, oh, I can jump over this guy. Oh, I can hit this guy on the way down. I can, whatever, jump on this ledge.
That's the most apparent one. There's a lot of others that you can see, but some of them aren't as obvious or aren't as easy to do. But even when the time that I have, if I watch a world record run, I'm just like, how did he save 45 seconds on top of what I can do right now? Because it just there isn't really a lot of logic to it. Now that was unfortunate for Choke. I don't know if you saw that, but the way that he's standing, that piece of toast came through the ceiling from the other toaster and got him.
Yeah, I hate that. That's why I pretty much only do the toaster skip now. And if I fail, I do it again because I don't like that piece of toast that comes down. I don't know how to plan for it.
I didn't even realize that was part of it because I've always done it that other way, so I've never seen that happen.
See, I thought you were the guy I saw it happen to, watching really early on before maybe we've had a race. You were doing it on stream and something happened.
That might be true. You might be right. I may have forgotten about it just because I changed my strategy and haven't done it for such a long time. I don't know. It's hard to say. I just don't remember that happening.
It could have been Coach. It could have been Dig Shake. It could have been anybody who played this game, honestly. But I did see somebody else do it first. And, it was always on my mind. Choke's trying to find out if Wok is a grill. And, man, has, like, the worst pattern ever. That is the worst death I've seen on Wok. And not his fault.
It's bad. That's the other thing too. What he just did with the respawn. If you do take a death there, you kind of forget where you show up, and then you'll walk off the edge and have to bring yourself back up. But if you get hit with that early shrimp, I've been hit with shrimp to the extent where it doesn't even let you back up on that platform, so you just keep getting hit. So sometimes you just get screwed.
I haven't been hit by shrimp since my ex-wife.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's good stuff. And moving on, level 4 for Choke. Joshy D, not terribly far behind, going to enter the Walk Boss full health. And he gets screwed by a shrimp.
I'm going to call that shrimp the Mutombo.
Ouch.
Because he just doesn't want anything to fly in the house of Mutombo right there. Shrimp Tumbo? Something could be done there.
Yeah.
Shrimp Kembe Mutombo. There you go.
Shrimp Kembe, that's good. That works. He's just the blocker,
Are we calling that Buzz Thundering in this game?
Oh, what? Is there a thing?
Was there a thing in Wacky Races?
I mean, there was a thing in it. I mean...
Did we stop that? That used to be a thing.
Yeah, it used to be a thing to say it in every game, but I can't even remember what it is at this point.
By the way, can I interest you in a game of A Link to the Past randomizers where you only have to find 20 pieces of a Triforce in various treasure chests?
Honestly, I have no idea what that even means.
You open treasure chest, and if it has a Triforce piece, and you get it.
And then what happens when you get all 20?
You win the game. You can stop playing.
So you didn't have to kill bosses?
You don't, unless they're holding Triforces. I think there are 30 scattered throughout the game, and you have to find 20. So there's a lot of chests you can check initially, but then you have to start getting items as you check chests to get other chests and stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't really get that. So it just makes the game even easier?
It makes the game just... You're playing Link to the Past,
but playable?
Yeah, it's just not Link to the Past, I guess. It's just... You're actually playing. It's almost, to me, it almost feels like it's satire. It's like, hey, check it out. We're actually playing Treasure Chest Simulator.
Yeah. When did this become a thing?
I don't know. People have been talking about it for a couple weeks now.
So that's like if we were playing Zelda 2, it'd be like, okay, you find the glove, you win.
Well, replace like red jars and pea bags with gloves, and then you have to find like 10 gloves.
Yeah, that's weird.
It
I don't
means you
know.
don't play a
I'd
vanilla
have to play
speedrun.
it.
Alan and
I'm not-
Loudgoat just said they'll play as well.
Oh wow,
Dark Magician's going to play later, he said.
wow. So apparently it's popular.
I haven't seen a race start all day, though, so I don't know how popular it is.
I mean, I did one Link to the Past run. Well, I mean, one successful one, and that took me about 3.5 hours, I think. So I'm not very good at that game. I don't know the maps very well.
You know where this game, Panic Restaurant, lies on my list of favorite games if I just took 10 minutes out to discuss A Link to the Past randomizer.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't think anybody really likes this game, to be honest with you. I mean, other than somebody who spent, y- you know, spent an entire paycheck on it.
So I was watching the Big 20 race today, and it had this game.
Oh,
And
shit, I forgot that that was a thing today.
coincidentally enough, I fell asleep during Panic Restaurant. But before that happened, somebody in chat said, "Holy crap, this game is $700," and I just laughed. Does anyone even own it?
The world record holder told me he bought it complete in box, which cost him about $1,000.
Oh, he's one of those guys, the world record holder?
Well, I mean, he said he treated himself, so
Treat yourself. I treated myself one time. I got a haircut and a Slurpee. These guys are buying boxes, Panic Restaurant complete in box. It's the life right there.
It's a lot of. It's expensive.
It's a lot of cabbage.
Hey, some people make more money than others, so do whatever you want with it.
Oh, speaking of making more money than others, Choke just takes a death right there, leaping right into the spikes. Joshy D is playing slot machines. He has 2 hearts.
He did get the health refill there with that slot, and
Uno Sex, I think I got that right, in chat says the box art is worth 2 G's at least. He's talking about the whore carrot that's on the top of the box.
oh really?
Yeah, it's a work of art.
I'm sure it is.
It's like the Mona Lisa.
I mean, if it's anything like the sexy ice cream, I'm gonna lose at least 2 hours of sleep this week.
It's like the Mona Lisa if Lisa Frank did the box art.
I don't know what that means.
No, you know what that means. All right, Joshy makes the checkpoint here. He's in the same one area behind Choke.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a distance here, especially because Joshy's probably going to die in this section, but that's all speculation.
Are you just going to say that he's going to die in every section?
Well, I'm just saying there's platforms, there's popsicles, there's spikes.
Isn't the ice level great?
Yeah, I mean it's got it's got popsicles, it's got spikes, it's got plates. The list goes on and on.
Hi, my name is Buzz Thunder, and today I'm talking about Swanson's Hungry Man Special Salisbury Steak. Is that good? That was my impression of you doing an impression of somebody doing a YouTube video.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I like the Salisbury steak one because it comes with tater tots.
I'm gonna do the. I gotta do a pizza stream. I thought that was the new thing.
My new thing is I do customer support, where it's like
customer support.
Yeah, it's like
For what?
Rasim Salam has joined chat. Hello, this is Bill D. Thank you so much for opening chat to talk, speak with. Very well, you. Good, sir? And stuff like that. Yeah, that's my new favorite thing to do. I used to, because, that's my field, the IT field and stuff like that. And I used to be in charge of, wherever I went, I was always in charge of RMAs, returning stuff to the manufacturer, trying to get a replacement for it, like failed drives and stuff like that. Because I speak the language of the people. And I could probably get anything even expired returned if I put up enough of a fight, enough of a resistance. Not yelling and screaming, but just like playing the game. Like, hey, listen, I understand that this and this, can you work with me here? So I would do that.
Yeah.
and always get it. But there was a time where I had to do like, there was a time where live chat became a thing, and I didn't have to call him anymore. So I just started making elaborate stories. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm using this hard drive to do a mini documentary on, Dig Shake's life. Have you heard of Dig Shake? He's a video game player on the internet. He does these awesome things, but his gimmick is he plays without pants. And I would just start doing this stuff, I'd just be like, BRB, 1 second, tying shoelace, and I'd do whatever. Come back to the chat like 10 minutes later, I'd be like, hello, and that used to be my job.
Oh, that's great. That's the key, honestly. You can argue, you can do whatever, but I think that ultimately customer service people, support people, their objective is to get you off the phone. So, and they can't hang up on you.
No.
If you keep them on the phone, like regardless of what you're talking about, eventually they'll cave because either they have like a time limit part of their job description. They're supposed to, do this. I can't keep talking to this guy. I need to fill my quota, something like that. So if you just keep saying, "Can I help you with anything else, sir?" and then you just change the subject, just keep going. Just do that for like an hour.
There is a policy.
Eventually they'll cave.
Yeah, and there's a policy with some of these companies is they stick to a standard. Like, we do the JPA incorporated customer service model where you can't say negative words. You can't say no, nope, negative. Like, you can't say anything that has like a negative connotation. So you have to turn it around and be like, hello, can I steal cable? You can't say, no, you can't steal cable. You gotta be like, actually, we have a pack, and you gotta kind of just turn it around. You can't say flat out no answers. So I always like to test those people to see if they're one of those, and just like try to ask them as many questions as I can that would force them to eventually say no. Because I'm a dick, but no, I also found out if you don't yell at them, and you're just like, listen, I understand. I used to do this for a living as well. I hated when people had this problem and they started yelling at me, but I'm having this problem. Like, what exactly can we do? You'd find that sometimes, normally they'll skip right to the end result. Like, worse, the if customer argues scenario, where they'll be like, oh, yeah, no, absolutely. We can, cut your bill by $15 this month if you'd want us to, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
choke
did
one.
that recently. They were like, oh, yeah, I understand that, the installation fee, they didn't explain that would be on your bill, so we'll waive that. I was like, damn right.
So Choke won the sinking final. He's going to be descending anyway into the lower bracket, the cesspool.
Yeah, man, I feel, it's rough to see him go, but I love to watch him leave.
Yeah, he's got one of those asses. But Joshy D does the ceiling bump there. Takes a little bit of a hit.
That's one section of the game where it's detrimental to do the ceiling bump because it does cause the fish to spawn. If you walk right off the edge, the fish will not spawn because of the fries being shot by those guys.
Oh, and he takes a fry box to the dome on that one. And looks like he just ended stream. And he's done. There's his
finish it out. And then apparently he just had to get back to the factory and sew some mattresses together.
Hour 15 for a 3-minute call, but he bought max memberships. Numbers. But that's how he ends his SHI tournament life right there with a loss, a death, and a turn off the stream. But you got to feel for the guy who never got the feel for this game. And it seems like it affected him real life.
Well, yeah, I mean, didn't get the feel for any game.
Well, those are your words.
Well, I mean, how many tournaments were there?
3.
How many loser matches was he in?
There were 3.
Yeah.
He won one of them.
That's true. He did. That's all I'm saying.
So to replace Joshy D in the upcoming season, V. Resner is going to join us. But since both Choke and Joshy were supposed to descend, instead of Niram and JSR moving to the top, or just the winner, no, they're both moving up to the top. Instead of forcing somebody else down, what we're going to do is we're going to just stick V. Resner right into the bottom. And it'll even us out. We have 6 people left. Niram and JSR are going to join us in the upper deck. And then V. Resner is going to fill the one vacancy and be in the cesspool with Choke Me I Like It.
Yep, that sounds fair. So Choke is the only person who does send.
Yeah, and
He gets the big flush.
the big flush, and hopefully he's not a big enough turd to clog it up. And I don't know what that means, but we still hope he's not a big enough turd to clog it up. How about that?
Yeah.
You don't know what it
sounds
means
okay.
once, you say it twice, and you just try to go with it.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense to me.
And that's about it. The upper decker. With the upper deck, we have the upper deck division. We have the cesspool division. Buzz and I are in the upper deck division, the only division that matters. And Nierman and JSR will get a little bit of taste of that. Do we greet them with robes, slippers, and like a thing of champagne? Like, how do we greet them now that they're in this elusive club?
I would say acknowledgement, but you've got to earn your keep.
They join the six best
They're
speedrunners.
basically no. They become the new. They're the new Joshy D. That's what's got to happen. Because if you make your way back in there, you're the new BGT, right?
Well, BGT's already there.
Well, no, I know that, but I was just trying to make an example.
I mean,
we would treat them with the same respect that we would show Choke Me I Like It and Joshy D.
Yeah, but with more respect than we would show Dig Shake.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, how much respect does anybody give Dig Shake?
Probably none.
Yeah, I mean the guy has the chef's hat, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah, so does Andy's Social Network, though.
Oh, yeah,
And he's your buddy.
Yeah, I guess.